I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morn. Can't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Oh, someone's in the kitchen with Dinah, strumming on the old banjo and singing, fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, oh, fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Sing this next part with me. Strumming on the old banjo. Well, if I was in the kitchen with Dinah, if I was in the kitchen, you know, oh, if I was in the kitchen with Dinah, I'd be strumming on the old banjo and singing, fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, fee-fi, fiddly-I-o, oh, oh, fee-fi, fiddly-I-o. Strumming on the old banjo. Well, there's a train running through the back of my yard. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo, choo. You know, some folks say it must be mighty hard. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo, choo. But the flowers are blooming and the birds all sing. I wonder what each day will bring. There's peace and quiet, and then that rhythmic train comes passing through. There's a train running through the back of my yard. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo, choo. I said chugga, chugga, choo, choo. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo, choo. Oh, chugga, chugga, choo, choo. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo, choo. Sing it with me again. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo, choo. Thank you. I'm going to set my guitar down for a minute and play a traditional American instrument for you that I bet most of you have never seen before. This guy is called a limberjack. And he keeps the beat with his feet. He's a percussion instrument. Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Listen to him tap his toes. Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Look at him, there he goes. Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Listen to him tap his toes. Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Look at him, there he goes. Hey Jack, jump Jack up and down. See his arms go round and round. Hey Jack, jump Jack up and down. Look at him, there he goes. Hey Jack, jump Jack up and down. See his arms go round and round. Hey Jack, jump Jack up and down. Look at him, there he goes. Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Listen to him tap his toes. Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Look at him, there he goes. Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Listen to him tap his toes. Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Look at him, there he goes. Hey Jack, jump Jack, tap your feet. Walking up and down the street. Hey Jack, jump Jack, tap your feet. Look at him, there he goes. Hey Jack, jump Jack, tap your feet. Walking up and down the street. Hey Jack, jump Jack, tap your feet. Look at him, there he goes. Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Listen to him tap his toes. Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Look at him, there he goes. Hey Jack, jump Jack, can you split? I don't think he'll ever quit. Hey Jack, jump Jack, can you split? Look at him, there he goes. Hey Jack, jump Jack, can you split? I don't think he'll ever quit. Hey Jack, jump Jack, can you split? Look at him, there he goes. Finally, Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Listen to him tap his toes. Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Look at him, there he goes. Hey Jack, jump Jack really fast. I wonder how long he can last. Hey Jack, jump Jack really fast. Look at him, there he goes. Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Listen to him tap his toes. Limberjack, he's a jumping jack. Look at him, there he goes. We'll let Jack take a bow. He's going to come back in a few minutes. So I have a traditional American art form to share with you also. Ooh, hang around, I'm going to do this guy again in a minute. But everyone draw your attention over here to this magical box. This is called a cranky. It comes from the southern Appalachian Mountains, and it is used to illustrate a song. A froggy went a-courting and he did right, uh-huh, uh-huh. Froggy went a-courting and he did right, uh-huh, uh-huh. A froggy went a-courting and he did right, a sword and a pistol by his side, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. He rode up to Miss Mousie's door, uh-huh, uh-huh. He rode up to Miss Mousie's door, uh-huh, uh-huh. He rode up to Miss Mousie's door, where he'd often been before, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. He took Miss Mouse upon his knee, uh-huh, uh-huh. He took Miss Mouse upon his knee, uh-huh, uh-huh. He took Miss Mouse upon his knee and he said, Miss Mouse, will you marry me? Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Well, Uncle Rat rode off to town, uh-huh, uh-huh. Uncle Rat rode off to town, uh-huh, uh-huh. Uncle Rat rode off to town to get his niece a wedding gown, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Well, where will the wedding supper be, uh-huh, uh-huh. Where will the wedding supper be, uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, where will the wedding supper be? Way down yonder beneath the holly tree, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. And what will the wedding supper be, uh-huh, uh-huh. What will the wedding supper be, uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, what will the wedding supper be? A fried mosquito and a black-eyed pea, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Well, the first to come in was the flying moth, uh-huh, uh-huh. First to come in was the flying moth, uh-huh, uh-huh. The first to come in was the flying moth, and she laid out the tablecloth, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. And the next to come in was the bumblebee bee, uh-huh, uh-huh. Next to come in was the bumblebee bee, uh-huh, uh-huh. Well, the next to come in was the bumblebee bee. Played the banjo on his knee, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. And the next to come in was the little flea, uh-huh, uh-huh. Next to come in was the little flea, uh-huh, uh-huh. The next to come in was the little flea. She danced a jig with the bumblebee bee, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. The next to come in was Mrs. Cow, uh-huh, uh-huh. Next to come in was Mrs. Cow, uh-huh, uh-huh. The next to come in was Mrs. Cow. She tried to dance, but she didn't know how, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Next to come in was the big black snake, uh-huh, uh-huh. The Next to come in was the big black snake, Well, the next to come in was the big black snake, and he ate up all the wedding cake, Now Mr. Frog was dressed in green, Mr. Frog was dressed in green, Well, Mr. Frog was dressed in green, and little Miss Mouse, she looked like a queen, In slowly walked the Parson Rook, In slowly walked the Parson Rook, In slowly walked the Parson Rook, and under his arm he carried a book, Well, Frog and Mouse went off to France, Frog and Mouse went off to France, Well, Frog and Mouse went off to France, and that was the start of their big romance, There's a little piece of cornbread lying on the shelf, There's a little piece of cornbread lying on the shelf, There's a little piece of cornbread lying on the shelf. If you want any more, you'll have to sing it yourself, Thank you. So once again, that is called a cranky, because you crank it and it illustrates the song. So, yeah, I'm going to do the dulcimer next. So this instrument is another traditional American instrument. No. It's called a mountain dulcimer, and it comes from the same area as the cranky and the limberjack. And I'm going to do a traditional children's folk song for you. Partridge, she's a pretty little thing. She's got a speckled breast. Partridge takes the farmer's corn and she brings it to her nest. Yeah, she brings it to her nest. He travels after dark. Possum ain't scared of nothing till he hears old Brian bark, till he hears my hound dog bark. Ow, ow, Thank you. So this is a mountain dulcimer. I will be here tomorrow at 1:50 on the main stage with my band, Dandelion Wine, playing this lovely instrument through effects pedals and covering some classic rock as well as playing originals. But I do have a little more for you right now.